Hello and welcome to today's episode of Legal Talkies with Abhijit. I am your host, Advocate Abhijit Neki. Today, I wish to briefly address and discuss regarding the recent air accident involving Air India flight, which was uh, going from Gujarat to London and which crashed in Gujarat itself in Ahmedabad. It's a most unfortunate air accident that has happened, in which it is said that around 241 human lives are feared to have perished, to have died in this most unfortunate and horrific air accident. My thoughts and prayers go out to the families of those who have lost their loved ones in this air crash. Today, I wish to address regarding the issue of compensation to the victims of this air crash. And as is being widely reported in various media channels and news agencies, we the airline has a liability under the Montreal Convention. So the question arises, what is the Montreal Convention and how is it going to be applicable to the ones who have lost their lives in this most unfortunate air accident? So one thing that one has to realize is that when one goes through the text of this Montreal Convention, which was uh, brought about in the year 1999, and India has actually signed this convention in 1999 and has also ratified it in the year 2009. So what goes out here is the fact that although various amounts are being mentioned, someone is mentioning 1.5 crores, somebody is mentioning some other amount, but what is important to be noted is that this is the convention which would determine the liability of the aircraft carrier, which is in this case Air India, in case of payment of the ex gratia or the compensation to the victims of this most unfortunate incident, air accident. But what needs to be noted is that there is no time frame as such. There is no time frame as such within which the amounts need to be disbursed or have to be compulsorily disbursed. And in such cases, it is then the most important question then arises, what happens in the interim and how will there be some financial relief for the next of kin of the victims who've lost their lives in this air accident? Therein, the answer lies in the personal insurance policies which were brought by the victims of this air accident. It is important to trace them out and it is important to lodge claims as per the personal insurance policies with the insurance companies, the respective insurance companies with whom the victims had insured themselves, as it was an international flight. So, in all probability, I should say in all certainty, most of the passengers would also be having their own personal insurance policy to cover their life, the risk to the life when they are flying in an international flight. So that could provide some relief. In the meantime, recently it has been reported in the news that even Air India management has announced an ex gratia of 1 crore rupees for the victims of this air accident, while the government as of this moment has launched an investigation into the reasons for this horrific air crash and an unfortunate air accident that it is being looked into by the governmental authorities. So as of now, one can only pray for the victims, but at the same time also understand that there are certain rights uh, that the law provides for them. So the victim should uh, exercise those rights in the right amount, in the due course, and let's hope for the best. And let's hope that the victims are able to also, after they uh, grief adequately, are also provided some financial relief by the government and governmental authorities as well as by the insurance companies. Thank you.